Hello and welcome to the Finance 360. How are you feeling today?
It's a great day. A lot of customers, a rising interest of people of customers in the Big Five show. If you do the comparison with last year, you can see changes. There's more people coming now. We have a lot of good contacts with clients, and we are very happy.
Can you walk us through the key development and the partnership or the strategy that happened outside?
Look, we are a long-term provider and specialists in geotechnical engineering equipment. And we consider ourselves being the market leader in field since many, many years, since decades. And this morning, yesterday we started already to hand over one very, very big machine to a contractor IFG in Dubai, a PG45, and today we were able to hand over 4 machines to contractor DBB, Tutco, one of our long-lasting clients. We have relationships since many, many years already. Yeah? Well, and that's what we are doing. There's a lot going on in the construction and the infrastructure industry, and we are considered being one of the key players in this role. And we're just taking our place here. That's it.
Let's talk about BAUER now. It has a long legacy in specialist foundation engineering, like you mentioned.
Yes.
So how is the company innovating today to meet modern infrastructure challenges, especially large-scale projects?
Look, when somebody asks me what BAUER is doing, it's very simple. We are preparing the ground for construction. And that's what we're doing also in modern days as well as in the old days. And I think more and more urban cities are coming out from the ground. The space is getting more and more tight and confined. Excavation pits are getting deeper and deeper, especially storage for cars and things. This requires us to go down in the ground. And of course, you need specialists who are able to accommodate with these issues. And we are not only an equipment provider, we are also a construction company. So we have both inside, in-house, which means with our equipment, we're doing in-house our own experience, and the other way around, So I think this is why I think BAUER's standing in the market has been so good, because we are learning from our own experience, And this is a unique thing to have,
Also, can you share a little bit more about BAUER's current equipment portfolio?
Well, nowadays, a lot of things, of course, the equipment goes deeper and bigger and this and that, but a lot of things are going in carbon reduced engines or even zero carbon, technologies and issues. A lot of money and development is spent into this field. Electrifying equipment is also an issue, even though it's difficult because the power required in order to run our equipment is quite severe. But there's other things available at the moment where a lot of this technology goes into. Noise reduction is an issue, not so far in the Middle East yet, but in very confined cities inside, this is a big issue. And I think a lot of technology also goes into in situ preparation of construction, where maybe the amount of cement required is reduced at the same time. So you work with the soil you find, trying to do something. A lot of development goes into AI. Automatized drilling, I mean, is a computer able to learn on its own, Is AI able to learn on its own which soil to be drilled with which tools and things,
Yeah.
We're doing some promising, we have some promising results already in this field. However, it's quite complex because the big issue in our field is we're working under the ground, which means as soon as the tool disappears from surface, it's in the ground.
Interesting.
And that's interesting.
Yeah. Also, your geotechnical operations often tackle very complex excavation and foundation tasks.
Yes.
How does the company approach risk management and sustainability in challenging scenarios?
Look, we have normally also internationally, some task groups are always consisting of experienced people. In our industry, experience is the key. When you go in university and you study engineering, civil engineering, about bridge construction, you find rooms full of literature. In geotechnical, the literature available is very limited. A lot of this happens in experience, which means I think we have risk assessment separated, for example, from people who are doing the pricing, which means, very logically speaking, you need experienced people on both sides, that you're not closing your eyes about risks. The problem is in geotechnical, if something goes wrong in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, normally.
Yeah.
It means you spend a lot of money in repairing things, and this is what we're doing, trying to listen to the practice, to the practical experience which we have in our field, and so far trying to identify projects where the risk assessment has not been done in the right way, or where the risk situation is not very clear, and trying to address these issues then, either by means of pricing or by going back to the designers saying, we have identified this and that, this requires extra attention, and I think everybody is thankful because nobody in our field has an interest on the things are failing or going wrong.
Yeah. And lastly, digitalization is transforming construction.
Of course.
How is AI helping shape the company's strategies?
Look, we are still in the beginning of this to some extent, but big data is also around our company, big time. And we are investing a lot of research capacities into this field of activities, trying to find out where can something be done. I mentioned before automatized drilling, which is quite a complex issue. At the moment we need experienced people to doing this, but from data we are getting out from the ground, from the drilling operations, trying to feed this into AI and make the machines select their own equipment, what they use, selecting their own tools, what they require in order to drill the soils. That's what we're mainly doing. Second thing, where AI is helping us a lot is issues from the pure equipment designer, optimizing the design, then predictive maintenance schemes. Is there a pattern behind something, like it's done in the airlines already, that I can predict with a high certainty which part will fail next in the machine, and then repair it or exchange the part beforehand, of course, which only costs a fraction of when this machine actually, in a site situation, experiences standstill.
TCL is showcasing high-efficiency inverter and VRF systems at Big 5 Global. How do these systems help optimize energy usage and also reduce the total cost of ownership?
Yeah, so actually this is the first time for TCL to exhibit in Big 5. So we showcase our TCL, the VRF, the system, T-Series, the Tropical 3, the light commercial ACs, and also the energy storage, the systems. So also the kind of the smart control, the everything. So we try to build our product with the high efficiency, with the advanced technology. That means compressors, heat exchangers, anti-corrosion, the physical technology, and something inbuilt in the system. So our VF systems can achieve some kind of ER up to 4.68. So with this kind of the solution, we can provide a higher efficiency to motors to hide the buildings, the owners. Yeah.
Let's talk about CAC systems, okay?
Yeah.
Can you explain how AI and data analytics improve uptime and lower maintenance costs for commercial and residential buildings?
Actually, first we should talk about the IoT. That means all the product at the beginning of the development will be built with the smart control. That means inside it will be built with the smart control systems with the individual, the group, and also central control. Even we have a kind of a build, the separate build for the tenants. That means each tenant get a separate build independently. And meanwhile, we also have such kind of the Wi-Fi control. That means something like no matter for the HVAC product and also residential AC. So once you are reaching home or you are approaching to your home, home, within the 2 kilometers, you can start your AC from the APP, the application. That means you can get a cooling and uncomfortable air before you arrive home. Yeah.
Okay. And also, TCL's AC units are made for extreme conditions, right? So, how do your products address challenges like high heat, humidity, and also grid stress, especially in the UAE and Middle East?
Yes. So Gulf countries really the environment is full of the dust, a kind of the corrosion, or even a coastal area, or even a kind of the power grid fluctuation. So our unit is engineered with such kind of technology. So we have the high efficiency compressor, we have the kind of the power consumption, the monitoring, and also the inverter algorithm to achieve our efficiency requirement. Meanwhile, from the product itself, we have such kind of anti-corrosion, heat exchangers, and also a kind of the seamless electrical board. So this we can withstand such kind of the dust or even the corrosion protection, something like this.
Okay.